This is Jan from JC WebTech. I create videos with tips and tricks for Elementor and web design in general. And some time ago I created this video about interactions, meaning that when you hover or click on something on your website, it shows or hides some other element. I was teaching you how to do it simply by code, by JavaScript, and a lot of you loved it. But we are now in 2025 and we have ChatGPT at hand, so we can do these things even easier. You probably know this exists, and you know that a lot of people are generating code using ChatGPT. But if you don't really know how to do it, like what to ask ChatGPT to do for you, you are here in the right place at this video, because I will explain you how to get the right things from ChatGPT easily. So I have this test example website with this section, and it would be a little bit more interesting if we hover over some relevant section here to show some illustrative image on the left here. So I'll show you how to do that. I already dropped in, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these elements, so I dropped in 6 random images. To the images I already assigned class product image. I will need to assign a class to all these elements, all these products. So I will call it product card, and I will just quickly assign it to all of them. So we have a way how to reference them as a group, and now we will need some unique identifier to identify each of them. So I will give it an ID both to the image and to the card. The ID always needs to be unique. So to the cards I will start with adding product image and dash 01, for example. Copy, paste, second image, etc. And now we will assign IDs also to the product cards. Product card dash 01. So now we have assigned ID and class to all our elements. ID is unique. Class, well, element belongs to a class, so there's a group of elements that we can reference. And with this we can explain better ChatGPT what code we need, and it will generate it for us, hopefully. So essentially what we need is we need JavaScript code that does the following. The idea is to describe what you want to achieve in the most accurate way possible. So this is the description that I came up with. There are of course many ways how to do this. And now it gives us the explanation of what he did. I just copy the code, jump back to Elementor. There is again many places where you can add the code. I like to drop it right where I am working, so it's easy to find and tweak when I need to get back to it. So it will be I'll drop in the code, the HTML element. I need to write the script tag and close it, because that's where I can drop in the JavaScript code, and I paste in the code from ChatGPT, and let's hit publish, and let's see what happens on the front end. It would be great if it didn't work perfectly, so I show you some debugging, but it's actually working pretty well. As you can see, it's always showing the image corresponding to the element we are hovering over. But there's one little thing that on the page load we see all of them, which we obviously don't want that to happen. We set it to in responsive to height, and then we can copy and paste that styling to the rest of the images except the first one. So paste style, it will be hidden on all devices, which essentially gives it the same attribute as we do when after hiding it. So we just need to save it, and we will still be like this. We'll still be able to see them in the editor and change them easily if needed. So right now we only have one image that is changing. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, and now let's try to tweak it, and let's so that imagine we want it to be displayed only after we click on this item. So we can tell ChatGPT can we display the image on click on the element instead of hover? And I replace the code, publish. I need to refresh. I can see it's not changing when I'm moving my mouse, but when I click, it will display the other image. Of course, you would want to add hover states to this, but yeah, we'll not waste time with that. So yeah, so this is an easy way how to get in your website interactive with using some code snippets generating by ChatGPT. Remember, you always need to use the classes and IDs to reference the objects. Otherwise, if you just tell ChatGPT something vague, like I would make a section on my website interactive and show images on click, it will probably give you a really good example, but it might be hard to implement it. So it's better to lay this groundwork by adding all the classes and IDs, and then explain him in more accurate way what you want to do than trying to get some example from it and try to replicate that example in Elementor. Some tips on if something goes wrong is that you can ask ChatGPT to add some debug code. It will revise the code and add console log codes to every single thing that happens. You get this code again, paste it here, publish, and open console on your browser. There's console here. And now when I refresh, it gives me all this information that like what are the steps that it took and what exactly happened. And you can either figure out what is happening or not happening from here, or what you can do is you can copy this, paste it back to the ChatGPT and tell him here is the result of the debug advice, and he will help you fix the error. So yeah, so I hope you found this video useful, and there will be more videos like this coming, so subscribe and stay tuned.